All right, back in the studio. Hopefully you caught that first floor and second floor plan walkthrough and the live walkthroughs through there. We're going to complete the set here, and we're going to do a quick plan walkthrough of the basement level. So let's get started. So we have the whole plan here. If you remember, we have an outbuilding here, right? And I'll bring this up so you can see it there. The outbuilding, it's simply just a tuck under garage. So 2-car garage, we have our door here. That takes us into a stairwell. The stairwell is a conditioned stairwell, right? Because it's connected to the upstairs. So that's heated and cooled, just exactly like the spaces above. But we have our 2-car garage underneath here, and then we have our motor court here that is one level up. So we have that tuck under garage for the guest house. So off of the motor court here, we have our 2-car garage, but this is unexcavated because the garage is obviously above that. And then we have our basement here. And if you remember again, in those previous plans, we have our elevator, and our elevator goes to there. And then we have our stairs that come down to the first floor, and those hit right there. And this is inside of our utility storage. Now remember, these stairs are just off of the mudroom. And if you remember in the walkthrough, we had an emphasis on a lot of the equipment along these 3 walls here. And the reason for that is this is utility and storage. I am trying to preserve this area here for storage, right? Trying to preserve that from storage. When you come down the stairs, if you stored your golf clubs or skis or, you know, soccer bag or whatever it is, hockey bag, whatever it is that's part of your lifestyle, you don't want to have to carry that around equipment and then store it in the far side of that space. You want to be able to come right down and have that storage area right at the bottom of the stairs. And so we put all of the mechanical equipment out here so that you can come down the stairs and you can leave here without really ever going into the actual mechanical space there, right? Continuing that tour, we have the elevator here. We come down here. Our stairs, main stairs come down here, so they drop us off there. All of that basically is connecting us to that hallway. And that hallway has a little ante space there that gets us into a full bath. We have the tub, toilet, and nice oversized vanity there. And then just outside the bath, we have a guest bedroom here, queen size bed. We did do a window here, and if you remember when we toured the outside, we talked about that egress well. There, the guest room has a nice little walk-in closet there. And then backtracking on this hallway, you come downstairs. We have our fitness room here. That includes that turret. And then if we go this way, we have the kids' playroom here. And then if we continue to mosey through our space there, bring this down, we have another mechanical room to help service. We have one of our systems in there, so we're not trying to get ductwork all the way across the basement, that we can have one of our systems in there. But coming through these double French doors, that brings us out to the media room. The media room is pretty much a snapshot of the room above, where we have some nice big windows there. We have a fireplace on the center. We have some beautiful views out there. And then we also have a little bar area here with a nice little island there to hang out, so we can do a full entertainment spectrum inside that media room. And we also have a little annex space, which is underneath the dining room space there. And that's, you know, good if you wanted to put an air hockey table or ping pong table or something, or a card table, which I think is what he is going to put in there. And then we have a door to the outside here with a set of steps up that can get us to the outside there. So basically, you know, when I look at this plan as a whole, we have, you know, an access point to the outside there. We have an access with the egress there, and then we can go up those stairs, we can go up these stairs, or of course the elevator. So one last point about, and I'm going to switch to green on this and get a little thicker. You know, when you're laying out the plan of the basement, and you know, sometimes I'm very conscious of using the word basement, because basement tends to have a connotation of, hey, it's this damp, musty, god-awful space, where, you know, this basement is going to be of the same quality as the spaces on the first and second floor. Like, you're not going to know. You're going to know you're in the basement because you went down the stairs. But, you know, if I blindfolded you and brought you into the media room, you know, and you couldn't look out the windows and see you were at grade there, you wouldn't really have an understanding that you were downstairs. But we don't build, you know, a lot of the houses we do, they don't have those basements of old. If you remember my bio picture, you know, as a kid growing up, one of my favorite things was when I got to go to the basement, because my mom, we had our washer and dryer down there, and part of it had a concrete slab, part didn't. So when it was time to go do laundry, I went down into the basement and played with my Matchbox car. So it was like a big treat for me to go downstairs and do laundry with my mom. I was actually, you know, asking for it, you know, so I could go play with my trucks. But anyways, you know, getting back to the point of, you know, basements today aren't of the same quality as, say, a basement of, you know, 70, 80 years ago. That might be 6 foot tall, dirt floor, you know, pipes and heating stuff hanging underneath and wires and such. You know, today they're just really nice, very clean, well-planned spaces. But one of the things that we can't get around is, you know, on this house here, we have this wraparound porch, right? And the wraparound porch here has a masonry top to it. But what that means is we have a whole bunch of wall in this house that, because of that, we can't put windows on. And then that extends even through here because we have the garage there. So you really have a very large portion of the basement where we don't have visual access to the outside, right? I can't put a window in there because the window would go to my front porch, which is probably not a successful approach. So what does that mean? Well, it just means that in planning this, it's for good reason, you know, this mechanical storage space took up that whole front, that we put a bathroom in here, and that, you know, the fitness room and kids' playroom are there. And the media room is back there where we actually have the ability to have windows or a door out of the annex. So, you know, when you're planning the basement, it would have been really nice, hey, oh, come down the stairs and have this all as media room here. But the problem is you wouldn't have gotten the light and such. So part of the planning in the basement is understanding what kind of access do I have to windows and such, so that I can make it a successful space to be down in, right? So in this case, you just come down, you go through a nice set of French doors, and you're into this beautiful room that's light filled and exposed to the outside. So anyways, just something else to think about when you're doing some basement planning. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed not only the basement, but that first and second floor plan tour and the walkarounds that I did when I was out on site. So anyways, drop a note in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking, how I can help, how we can share information better, what I can do to maybe help you out, and we'll go from there. But Hit that subscribe button. Tell all your friends. I'm Steve Basic Architect. That's the basement plan to our Midwest farmhouse. And until next time, long live our buildings.